Guys, good morning. I hope you're having a good morning. Guys, we killed this trade this morning. 5 o'clock in the morning. Look at this. Look at this trade. Inverted head and shoulders. I got up. They sold the market off, going to gap. Inverted head and shoulders. So I got the reversal. 200 handles on the NASDAQ. Look at this. Look at that push. 200 and a half, really. 240. But, you know, it's a beautiful trade. I didn't get the entire 240. But, hey, this is good enough, man. A pull back to even again, push up. I got out around this area here. 180 or something, that's good enough for the day. Also, why did it do that, guys? Look, if you go to the 2 hour on ES, let's say, show you really quick what to look for. Let me fix this real quick.
1 minute remaining. I'll be leading with the US weekly initial jobless claims.
We got some news here coming up. I'll show you your jobless claims coming up. It's a big one. Here's a gap that we're looking for. Right here, this gap. It did encroach it a little bit, but it left some open. So we got here jobless claims coming up. So that was like a good trade this morning. Let's go to the 1 minute. Let's see what the market's going to do. Jobless claims. That was a beautiful trade right there, man. All right. Here we go. 30 seconds, 20 seconds. So let's see. If you have any questions, you can put it on the chat, man. Go ahead and like the channel. Tap on your screen.
10 seconds.
Here we go. We got 10 seconds. Jobless claims coming up. It's going to move the market. Be careful. Here we go. Maybe it doesn't matter. People are wanting tariffs.
222k, 222k as expected. Continued claims 1.841 million, 1.841 million, which is a lower than forecast 1.8685 million. US durable goods 9.2%, 9.2%, higher than forecast 2%. With the core durable goods at 0%, 0%, lower than forecast 0.3%. The Chicago national activity minus 0.03, minus 0.03, lower than forecast 0.12. So again, to repeat there, we saw US durable goods come in hotter than expected, 9.2% on estimates of 2%.
Durable goods a little hotter than expected there. Jobless claims are pretty much the same as they were expecting. The market wouldn't like it if it's better, meaning less jobless claims, because then the economy is getting stronger. They are looking for the Fed to cut rates.
So making note of the prior revisions here as well. Initial claims prior revised up to 216k from 215k, while continuing claims were revised down to 1.878 million from 1.885 million.
A little bit of a bid here.
Durable goods, that was revised down to 0.9% from 1%.
Okay, guys, so this is inverted head and shoulders. Here's the head, left shoulder, right shoulder. We got this long. I got it on the NASDAQ. Here's a regular head and shoulders, 2 shoulders and a head. That's a short opportunity. Beautiful there. So those 2 trades were like amazing this morning after a market meltdown from last night. So as soon as I got up, I saw this. Waited for it to get going. I wanted the gap completely to get closed. This big gap here, which is the push up on Tuesday, gap up on Tuesday. Remember that big gap up? Wanted that to get taken out. Now I don't like it when it's like this, because any news in the markets, guys, is can send this market downwards. Anything can send it downwards. Any terrorist news, anything, that's a big deal right now. So take your money. You make a trade, take your money. Look at the market. Make sure you're in the middle here. I don't like it. I don't take trades in the middle. So jobless claims just came by. Let me see if we got anything else. Existing home sales. I think that's going to suck. And durable goods. I think that's pretty much it. Existing home sales. That's at 10 o'clock. I don't think that's going to matter too much. But, here people got just sucked up on that. Oh, it's going to go up. Bam, slamming down. If jobless claims are they were expected. If you look here, jobless claims is a big deal. It's the same. 222. Well, the market wants that to be worse. Why? Because they want the Fed to cut rates. They love that. So it's kind of in the middle. It's still, no change on it. So they're just holding it right here. But what I do, guys, really, I wait for a pattern to set up at levels, gaps, FVG, premium discount zones. It's in the middle like this. I don't worry about it. If you draw fit from the night high to the night low, 62 is the middle section of it. Still kind of hanging out here. This orange line is the middle of the night. I like extremes. I like, the market goes up, sets us up. That's where I take a trade. In the middle, I don't worry about it. You'll lose money like that over and over and over. Guys, if you have any questions, put it in the chat too. So let's see what happens here. We want a break of this top here. If it's going to get going, break on the top, take a long. If you look at the value area here, the void area right up here, it can get to. If you look at this area here, this needs to be taken out. It's right here, filling this in. Got some more areas on the bottom, but I think that's a pretty good low. Now, when the market starts, man, it can come down here and close this out completely. Didn't it worked on it a little bit. Close like a quarter of it, and then it got a good bounce.
ECB's Lane says, I don't expect trade fallout to trigger a recession.
There you go. Those are good news. I don't think the trades are going to cause any type of recession or anything. The market will like that. But with that said, they relief on the interest rates, Fed liquidity come in the market. They like to see things like that. If you're wondering, hey, what else do we look at and things like that, I'm going to show you really quick. Here's Trader Cafe. Where is it? I'm going to show you this. You've probably never seen this chart before. This 0 DTE, which is 0 days to expirations. This is all of the options for today. Okay, people trading options, right? They're trading price and they're trading time. So it's a public thing. You can research it. 5360 is the big support area. A bunch of puts sitting there. Okay, 5360. All right. You got a call resistance at 5450. So it's stuck between, it's 100 handles. It's stuck between that. You know, so if it starts breaking two up to 5400, 5410. Let's go back. Where are we? 5400. See what I'm saying? Then 5410 starts ripping through here. Now remember that I believe that was, that was ES. Yes. If it starts ripping up this way, guys, we're going to go long. It's looking good. Remember 5350, right? And look where it went to. 5355. So this is a good support area down here. Now I would have loved it to close this gap all the way. When they're open like this, man, you got to be careful. If you look at your 2 hour, let me look at the 2 hour so you can see what I mean. I don't know if you can see this or not, but you see this inverted head and shoulders, these lines here. Let me see. This one, this little smiley face, smiley face, smiley face. That's on the bigger time frame. It's set up.
Fed Hamac says uncertainty is really weighing on business in their planning. So this is Fed Hamac speaking on CNBC now. Again, uncertainty is really weighing on businesses and their planning.
Of course. So this is a bigger time frame to come down and close. We'd love to hit that there. You know, close gap, do the right shoulder, and then go. Let me clear it so you can see it better. These are just the value areas. So if you see this here, here, and here, I would love to get this gap closed there. That would be amazing. It almost did it last night, man. Now, it took a long there early in the morning.
Fed Hamac says firms are pausing investment amid uncertainty and says we don't know yet what uncertainty and trade policy will do to the economy.
Turn this down a little bit. I would love that to get hit at some point to get it out of the way. Right now, the market's going to that. Remember that level. Breaks the top here, guys. It may go for a minute. The market looks good. It's back down to even pretty much. So we're starting.
Protect your trades from macro headline risk with Financial Juice Pro. Now only $99 a year for our real-time service.
So, market
Fed Hamac says, I don't have a base case right now. We're looking at a lot of scenarios for the economy.
You see, the more news, you know, the better it gets. The market's not doing bad. I'll tell you that right now, man. Remember the area? I just pointed this area out right here. Look where it's going to. It needs to fill this in. 5400 is a big deal. 5450 got hit yesterday. Remember that? It's stuck within 100 handles or so. Here it is here. And it went even to what? 55 almost. 5500 pretty much tapped it and crashed back down. So you see that's a bigger picture there. So start breaking up to the upside here, guys. We're going to start hitting yesterday's highs.
Fed Hamac says the Fed needs to be patient. It's too soon to change rates.
54, 57. Oh, too soon to, man, any of these news could send this freaking market.
The NASDAQ 100 futures turned positive, last up 0.3%.
But obviously the market's liking the news, guys. So they're thinking, hey, that's pretty solid.
Hamac says, I'm seeing good things in the hard data. Softer data is an issue.
The market's like certainty. So that's where it's going off of. Remember this area? We just called out this area here to get filled. If you watch EMAs too, remember
And Hamac says the Fed will move quickly if it needs to.
they're spreading. The more they spread, the more stronger the market is. It's going to hit this peak here, 09 or so, maybe pull back. That should be a long. Market's looking good. Remember, I traded NASDAQ. I took a long this morning from this area, about 187 handles. Got out. I needed to go run down, go to the doctors. Came back. Market did a pullback here. Beautiful. Push another 100 handles on NASDAQ there. It did a head and shoulders here, so that's dangerous. But obviously, some news came out, and look. Now, if you start looking at these lines, orange lines and blue lines and things, and NASDAQ loves even numbers. These orange and yellow lines are 50% of the market ETH and RTH sessions, day and night sessions. I just do a fib, 50% right. Look where it hit, 50% exactly. Bam. Give you 150, 160 handles on the NASDAQ on the pullback. Look here. NASDAQ, 18,600. It loves every 100. That's why I love the NASDAQ. It's pretty solid on these numbers. If it breaks through, then you can wait. Look at ES just to make sure you're good. But these numbers, man, look, it went from 200 handles, 187. I kind of got out here because it did go up a little bit. I almost said, let me get out, but it did push one more time and then finally let go. Came back 50%. Bam. Straight up again. ES, that's the same thing, man. And there's things out there, guys. There's ICT. There's all kinds of stuff out there that you can follow. If you know, need a freaking college degree to. I don't like to make the markets that complicated, man. I do follow some of the stuff, but it's really basic. If you just wait, here's overbought area here. It's tapping into this here. Some resistance there. Why it fell from before. So there's order block there. Look to the left. Another little area here wants to fill. It may stay around here. Fill this in for a minute till we open, and then we see, guys. The open usually they freaking sell it. Get gaps, and then 10:30 reversal, 11:30 Europe exit, and so on. 2 o'clock margin call. All those are times, man, that are big. Oh, if you want to mark those lines, let's say, like for instance, this is the play for last night, right? I take this fib. Let me get rid of it. I'll do it really quick. Remove. I'll take the fib right from the bottom of the night to the top, guys, and this freaking works really well. And do a 50% line, which is already there. I do mine orange.
Fed Hamac says over the recent weeks, market volatility is clear, but it is still functional.
Okay. This other orange line is one of the 50% from a prior night, because it's orange. Mines are orange or nights. So after a while, you'll see them stacking up on your chart. Did they work? Crazy how it gravitates. Like I'm expecting ES to get to this 454.17, breaks the top here, 17, which is a 50% prior. And of course, I'll mark my previous RTH low, previous day low.
Fed Hamac says the US economy is very resilient.
Those. Once you're breaking above that, well, you're into yesterday's deal now. Last night and yesterday's, if it breaks that, then you're going back up to 55, it dropped at 5,500 again. That's what it looks like. But I always wait on the open, because the open, hey man, some of you guys are better than me. You trade the open. I don't trade it. I wait. I wait for extremes. That's what I do. Just longer plays, 100, 200 handles on NASDAQ, things like that. I don't worry about the little stuff. Look what it hit. It hit the red line. Remember, I put that red line before. Resistance here before. It can't come down to the same pattern. But we're getting here to the, it's 845. You know what I'm saying? It's getting to where, that could be a good short right there, a double top.
IMF's managing director Gorgieva says the world economy was stabilizing before the new trade shock, and that the global worry is more about uncertainty than tariffs.
Yeah, okay. So let me show you that chart again so you guys can see. Here's ES. Remember, we got the bottom. I just showed you why it bounced off the top there. These are your options expirations for today. Intraday is called 0 DTE, 0 days to expiration. Guys, if there's services that offer this, a paid service, guys, you need to get it. If you're serious
Fed Hamac
about
says the Fed could move in June if data is clear about the economy state. Again, Fed's Hamac says the Fed could move in June if the data is clear about the economy state.
Any of these news would send this thing going or falling. That's a problem. There's so many news about tariffs and stuff. Every other minute, it's a big news and the market tanks or markets go. So you got to be careful. Today, take your money and go home. That's what I do. I'm pretty much done for the day with that big trade. I'm going to stay on. My partner's coming on here, half an hour or so. We'll make some more trades and then we'll be done. Okay, let me show you this. These are, let me explain this again. Gives you the bottom 53.60, big support for the puts. The market don't want to continue to pay these guys. So it creates a support. Okay, so 53.60, remember that number. Here's your 54.60, which is the ceiling. It's the call side of the market, the green. Okay, so I'm going to show you now again. Look, 53.60. Where did it go? 53.55. It's pretty freaking good, right? Because you got support that bounce off of there, give you inverted head and shoulders, which is this pattern. On trading view, left, right, left. See it? Give you that, and that's a bullish pattern. You know, you can take that trade all the way up. Look it up here. What does it do up here? Look what it's doing again, man. See the resistance? I could have taken that short, but I'm trying to teach you. Here's a regular.
FedTamax's lower stocks, bonds, and dollar
like
trade
this.
should be monitored.
Okay, I just put 3 lines there. What it is doing, it crashed out. Look what it's doing here again. Guys, just a little bit of this, you're done for the day. $1,000, $2,000. If you can make that every day, praise God. I'm telling you, it's possible. I started at $50 a day, $20, $50, $100. I would lose 50 when I first started. Couple $100 a week, couple $100. You got a job, right? I mean, I had a job at the time. It got me out. It got me out of working. I mean, it got me. I do full-time trading now, man. We trade for people. My partner. I'll show you his picture, man. My partner is Mr. Richie Nasso from the New York Stock Exchange. If you go to our website, lpqtrades.com. Oh man, I thought I had it up here pretty. Let me see. I'll show you. Here's LPQ Capital Management. It's our hedge fund side of our company. Here he is, Mr. Richie Nasso, New York Stock Exchange. You guys could look him up. He's the one that's taught me a lot about trading, like what to do, what does big money do, dark pool liquidity, things like that. To where
It's been 10 minutes time now at the top of the hour. We are expecting comments from ECB's Lane and Bank of England's Lombardelli, who speak in DC. FedTamax says it is possible that Trump's view on the Fed chair could affect the data.
Hold on a second. Okay. 40 years in the New York Stock Exchange. He retired. He sought out to me. I was trading. I was doing really well. He heard about me or whatever. I was trading the NASDAQ. I've done construction all my life, man. I got sick, got 2 brain aneurysms and cancer, and I had to find something to do. I was at home. I was jacked up. 2 brain operations. Then I got cancer.
Do you want to stay up to date with the latest and be on the bleeding edge of news for non-farm payrolls? Then sign up today and get our special offer of Financial Juice Pro for a year's worth of our service for the price of 1 month.
They're
Save 92%.
And I got sick, and I looked. Richie was trading online, and I found him, and the rest is history. That's how I got into trading. But you got a guy, he's my partner. You got a guy that knows how to trade like this. Not the guy on the top of a Ferrari telling you you're going to make $1 million in a day. No. That, can you do that? I mean, I guess. I don't know. But we believe that a little bit of, at the time, it's what moves a wheel, especially when you first start. There's processes that you got to take to be able to be competitive, man. Remember, you're trading against master traders in this market. It's not you're trading by yourself. No, they want to take your money. A lot of times they do, man. But you got to learn how to trade. It takes a minute. You got to learn how to. We offer mentorships. If you guys go to LPQ
US 2-year yield falls
Management,
after Hamax says a June rate cut is possible.
Hold on a second. If you go to the, we do offer mentorships to teach you how to trade. So check us out. LPQ Trades, LPQ Capital Management. If you go here where you will learn, we teach you all kinds of stuff. Order flow. We got proprietary order flow that tells you big money is at, where it's coming in. Of course, people want to learn MACDs, RSI, there's a deal. Richie's a master with Keltner channels. He's a scalper big time. We show you how to do Stream Deck, like on Ninja Trader. I don't trade with a mouse. I trade with this Stream Deck deal. You just push a button and it does the trades all for you. 0 DTEs, we spoke about it here, and premium discount zones on a demand discount, zones. I mean, we just teach you, man, how to trade. So, anyways, here's what we got. See, it's getting higher low. It can break through. It's just starting out. It's almost 9 o'clock. It's almost 9 o'clock. If you got any questions, guys, you guys can reach out to us too. I'll put my number in here. If you have any questions, man, call me. That's my number on the Powerhouse on my phone. You gotta take that number, man. Just give me a call. Even if, look, man, I want you to make money in this market. I'm really, man, the reason why we offer mentorships and it's our time and all that, of course, is because when somebody comes on, and we figured out over the years that if you do it for free, they're not going to be serious.
Richie Naso.
Oh, hold on a second. Hey, buddy, how you doing?